game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. 2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
This will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
They run with Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
14's the mark.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Bring it.
On first down, it's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Gordon. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off-play action. Gordon. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Taylor. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Patriots.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Gordon. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Okay, ready? Check.
Off play action. Gordon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll run with Taylor. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. That QB's trash. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He was brought down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gordon. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
15 yards on the play, first down.
Patriots.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The clock keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
now
up
a handoff here to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back to throw. Gordon. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Caught by number 10.
From 13 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Off of play action, it's Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Second and 8.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Back. 19-4.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's good.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
14.
From the gun, here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Off the play fake, Gordon. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side. Midfield before going out of bounds.
Gain on the play. 1st down, New England.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Byron Jones brought him down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Hey, check.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds it open and past the 40. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Here's Watson. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Mike 59. Mike 55. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
First down, Patriots.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 10.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Gordon. He's going to rifle one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
To number 2.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the gun, Watson. This ball complete to Rager. Breaks through the contact. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Watson's pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
You got nothing. Mike 14. Mike 14. Hey, tight down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Dolphins 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Wide, get wide.
Watson, off play action. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
New England.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Gordon. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one 28 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
New England.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for New England, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.